too high enough now. Hello, hello. I hope everyone is well. Am I yelling? I'm supposed to be. And the reason I'm yelling is because I have the aircon on. No one's on. I'm talking to myself. I'll wait until everybody gets on. Hello, this is all by myself here. I'm getting so lonely. Oh, here we go. Someone's coming on? No? I'm still talking to myself. All right, for those of you who get on after the live, let's talk. I just want to see, and actually want to know, good morning, Kiki. I would like to know if you can hear me. I do have, hello, Liz. I do have the air conditioner on in the background. And just if anyone could let me know whether they could hear me like that. I'm sorry, guys. I was not organised. It's a very busy day for me today, and I don't even know if I can get the video out. You know the video of the Christmas one, which you saw right at the beginning there? I'm struggling to get it up. You can hear fine? Great, I'm leaving it on because I'm melting under these lights. What? So welcome everyone again for another live. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Kiki. For another live. Okay, so hello, Jeannie. I haven't seen you for a while. Hello, I hope you are well. So guys, just a quick update on what is happening. I was supposed to upload the Christmas video, tutorial, but it's done. It's just taking so long to get edited. I think my computer needs to go to a special place called heaven, computer heaven, electronic heaven I'll call it, and I do need to have it replaced. So it takes triple the time to do what usually takes, like let's just say it takes 10 minutes for me to cross over from normal, it's hard to explain, into my computer. It now takes 3 hours. So yeah, computer heaven is starting to look like a good idea. So I have to get a new computer. Look, it was coming. It was coming. Oh, good evening, Frank. Are you calling from your bed? You're talking from your bed. Oh, your hospital bed. Oh, gee, I hope you get better soon. You're having such a rough time, aren't you? Oh dear. Oh, we wish you all well and hope you get better soon. One of our favourite live people is Franca. She puts in so much effort to our lives. She's in our hospital bed right now and she's talking to us. You're so funny, Franca. You're so funny. I'm sorry, don't often catch you 11:15. Oh, I understand, Jeannie, I get it. Hello, Angela, I hope you're well. It's okay, Jeannie, I get it. That's why I've been trying to hop onto Instagram and Facebook and do those lives at different times during the day. So possibly, you know what I've noticed? I don't know if it's the diet, but I think I'm talking too fast. I mean, I talk fast naturally. But lately, I think I'm missing something. I'm missing something that used to calm me down before, like, you know, red wine. Oh, I got sidetracked. So I do try to get onto Instagram and Facebook different times of the day so that those of you who miss me on YouTube, because we do the 10 a.m. on Saturday and the 4 p.m. on Wednesday, Melbourne, Australia time, of course, because we do that, some of my regulars from overseas can't make it. And I understand that, so I kind of try to get in different times just so that they can actually have a quick live. Usually it's easy to go back and watch the live. Oh, by the way, hello Raylene, I hope you're well. By the way, I'm trying to work out not to put I don't do it, it's a YouTube thing, where they put so many commercials on my live. Someone brought it to my attention last week and said, you get a commercial every 5 words on your lives, not on my other videos, because my other videos I set where I want, not always, sometimes I forget to do it and YouTube just takes over, as you do. I like to set my commercials. So what I'm going to do, oh hello Karen, another virtual stalker I've got right here. So I like to set my commercials, and unfortunately, the lives I have no control of. So what I'm trying to do is try and get in there. It's just because the first 24 hours I have no control. After that I can get in real quickly, but I've got to get in fast and change that the ads to be further on, like just one halfway through. Give you time to go and grab a coffee and come back, or a tea, or water, like yours truly. I know, right? Water today. Oh, cheers, by the way. And extra good news, personal news, you love adverbs. That's a funny thing to say, but that's okay. Creative says hello from, Creative at Heart says hello from Texas, Creative at Heart. Welcome. And I'm so pleased to have everybody from all over the world. I love that we have such a worldwide community. We have such fun. Too much fun. Speaking of fun, see, I'm going like a million miles an hour. I can't control myself today. I don't know what it is. There's something missing in my diet. Maybe that's, less sugar. Maybe I need more sugar. I pay for YouTube Premium, so no ads for me. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll have to check that out. Do my homework on it. I thought about it. We'll see. We'll see anyway. So, what was I talking about? See? You know what it is? I know today I have a very busy day, so I'm a little bit more nervous because I, got to try and squeeze everything in. I'm finding it's not going to happen. And even the Christmas video, which I'll talk to you about in a minute, the last video, that may not go up till tomorrow morning, which is Sunday. And Sunday I promised a funny video. And the reason I did that, hello Jeannie again, was just good. Jeannie's all over the place. Jeannie's a very popular name. Karen, Kaz, they're all very popular names. Kaz we call here in Australia, but Karen, they're very popular names. We've got Karen Beaton on at the moment. She's one of she calls herself my online stalker. But I have a few Karen. There's a few now. I'm growing too big. Oh, too fast. Speaking of which, we reached 8,700 subscribers last night. What? So we are growing. We're growing very fast. And lots of things are changing here at Well Crochet, but it will always be crochet. So I will never pop something apart from the funny skits that my sisters and I do, which is coming. I definitely want to pop that up tomorrow. I don't know how. Maybe I'll pop it up on Monday instead. But I do want to get the Christmas Table Runner Part 2 up. It's finished. It's just the computer's playing I Don't Like You this week. That's a fun game that we play often. But this week it's really playing it, and so I know it's going to computer heaven. I know that. I just don't want to go and buy another one. They're really expensive. But it's okay. I'll just do it. Just do it, Just do it. Anybody reckon, guys? Just waste my savings and do it. The only savings I've got, I'll waste and do it. I'm sorry. I'm sidetracked. Let's get on with crochet. Better bring myself down a little bit. Breathing in and breathing out. Here we go. Ta-da! It's complete, guys. What? I did notice this one does tend to angle a little bit, like that. A bit like granny squares when you just keep going round and round and round and round, and it gets a little bit off center. You're so mad at Joanne's Fabric. I bought material and it was supposed to be 70% off. The clerk charged me full price. I told her to stick it where the sun didn't shine. You know how we say it? We say it, stick it where the sun don't shine. Oh, terrible. That's terrible, Jenny, but I would have said the same thing. 70% to nothing. That's not nice. But there you go. It's done. And like I said, it does off-center a tiny little bit. So you can see a tiny little bit there, a little bit off-center. I don't know if you can see it. See? It's actually where the work starts more than anything. Like where you add that thread when you're changing colours. I'm crocheting watching you. I had to measure it again last year, Table Runner. Last year's Table Runner was a lot bigger than this one. Oh, do I have it with me? I don't know. Do I have it with me? I do. Yeah, last year's Table Runner is a lot wider. Not so much bigger. Actually, it's smaller in length, but it's wider. Okay, it's wider in width. That's last year's Table Runner. I loved this Table Runner. This was my favourite, and it was basic. It was made basic. Now, check out this year's Table Runner. All right, I'll put them both together. Okay, so this year's Table Runner is a little bit less in width, right? It's a bit smaller in width, just like, two little fingers, I don't know, an inch maybe. But it's a lot longer. See how long it is there? And the other one is a lot shorter. See the difference in length? Now, it just depends. Oh, Karen, thank you so much for your super chat. Oh, so heartfelt. She does it all the time, guys. You know, big pat on the back to Karen. Thank you so much. See, Karen is a crafter. Now, Karen does crochet and knitting and all sorts of things on the outside, not just crochet. So she understands the time, the energy, and the effort it takes to do what we do here. When you guys are producing one blanket that I make, you're producing one blanket, she's producing my beanie, she's producing my poncho, she's producing the Christmas gear, but I'm doing it all at once. Don't forget to hit those like, thumbs up. Thank you so much, Kaz from Aussie Yarnholic. Gee, I wonder if you're Australian. Aussie Yarnholic. That's cute. It's a cute name, Kaz. So yeah, thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up. Because we do put in so much. And you know what? There's stuff you just do not know that exists. I may do a video one day just showing you what happens outside. I've got to be careful because I know the camera's watching, so I don't want to know that the camera's watching. So I just want to play it and just let it watch me do things during the day, and then I'll cut it down to, you know, small bits and pop a small video up so you can have a look at the actual creating of a video or the actual creating of a design. I'll go crazy when I'm creating a design. If anyone comes near me, I get really angry. Seriously, I will get up, pace, come back, work at the project, count, use the phone to help me with calculations because I got a calculator on the phone. I will put in so much work. I'll talk about Guy in a minute. And I will put in so much work that I get real grumpy if someone bothers me. I'm Scottish Australian. Karen is Scottish Australian. Oh, Scotralian. I love that one. Well, I'm kind of a bitter. I'm a bit of everything, but mostly Italian. So, what do they call it? Italian, Australian? I don't know. Ital-Australian? I don't know. I don't know anything fancy. Sorry. I tried. So let's talk about. Firstly, let's finish off this. This is done. It's just being edited, and it's taking me like a gazillion years because the computer is like, hello, so close to computer heaven. So there you go. Am I showing you the wrong side? I am. That's the right side. Hello. Get it right, Mary. It doesn't make a difference. It does make a slight difference because it's worked in one way only. That's the wrong side. And you can see with the wrong side how bubbled it kind of looks. It sometimes even looks messy. So when you turn it the other way, how neat it looks. Now that hasn't even been washed and blocked yet. So you can see how it's curving a little. Next week, I'll have it washed and blocked. Not even next week, Wednesday. I'll have it washed and blocked because I'm doing a lot of washing. See how it curves a little bit? When you wash and block it, it straightens up. Trust me. I know, I've done this before, a gazillion times before. Yeah, I have plant mix. She did get a hold of me and said that she's been very, very busy at work, so she struggles to get on, but she does watch our videos afterwards, so she does check us out every now and then. Wishes everybody well as well. Very pretty runner. That's I like this one, right? But I love last year's one. I know I should be more, you know, not talking about last year's one, but I love, this was my favorite. And the only reason it was my favorite is because I kind of was so excited when I saw a picture. I just envisaged it exactly like this, a candy cane. And it did come exactly the way you know, when you picture something, I didn't even draw it up. I just found a picture, looked at it and thought, what would happen if I did them in granny squares in the two-toned, that giving it a kind of like a 3D look, if you will. So when you look at it from far away, you get that, like that 3D-ish look. Now that's my last year's one. Now that is actually here on Wow Crochet under our Christmas and Easter playlist. So check that out. In the Christmas and Easter playlist, obviously, you'll see Christmas and Easter items. And we made bags for Easter this year. We had a lot of fun with it. Well, I had a lot of fun with the bags. I had a lot of fun taking the photos. I was out the front and up the street and all sorts of weird things, getting all these photos. But I only put like 2 on. I put 1 on the door handle, the front door, because it was more of a Halloween bag than anything. Last year's looks great in other colours too. I know, Karen. And that's another one I'll talk to you about. And as long, oh, you let me talk about it because it's on my page. Karen uploaded a picture on my Wow Crochet page on Facebook. So go check out Wow Crochet. You will see a picture of Karen's version of this in different colours. Now, her colours were absolutely stunning. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You have to go and see them. That's the way I do it. Go see it. So Karen put in lots of different colours. Well, no, she used 2 colours. And it looks gorgeous. Go check it out, guys. She hasn't finished. I don't think she's done the border yet. From memory, I didn't see the border. No, that's right. So, but check it out anyway, Karen. It looks great as is, even without the border. Yeah. Oh, by the way, 3 kilos down this week. Not this week. I mean, since I started the program. So it looks like it's about 1 kilo a week at the moment. So I'm getting there. So fingers crossed. And blood pressure's down. Oh. So very excited. That's a personal thing. Sorry, guys. I thought I'd chuck that in. Not stitched together yet. No, that takes a little while to do. But there are other ways you can stitch them together if you're not happy with the way ours is done. Look, looks like Aussie colours, green and gold. I wasn't going to say anything, Kiki. Everyone go check them out on Wow Crochet, Karen's gorgeous version of our two-toned, or 3D, as I like to call it, 3D Christmas blanket. I mean, not blanket on the brain. Try table runner. And it was my favourite item to make last Christmas. It really was. We made other things last Christmas as well. I think we made this guy here, this placemat right here, which is very similar to our kaleidoscope blanket. Very similar. So there. But this year's I've designed everything to match. So you've got a little coaster. This is what I should have done last year, and then, something went wrong towards the end of the year. We had a death in the family. It happens. And so I didn't do anything. I just stopped, as you do. But I'm back this year to finish off what we should have finished off last year. There you go. There's that. And then your table runner is matching edging. Oh, can't even get it out. Everything about it is all matching. I go from green, white, red, green, white, red, all the way through to every item I made. And it's all matching, so it will set your table up gorgeously, very Christmassy. But I have to admit, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't really like the yarn. Can I say that out loud? Now, what happened was, when you're working with it, the sparkle comes out. And when you wash it and you dry it, you wash it and you leave it, it still feels really rough. So, I don't really like the yarn. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sure there's another sparkle yarn out there. That's good. But the other thing too is when you take photos with this yarn, it comes out shocking. And I don't know if it's the sparkle that does it. I tried everything. I tried different areas. Does it still? A little bit. A little bit. No, not as bad. Not as bad. Not really. No. The thing it does do is the sparkle comes out and it's just... comes across as really cheap. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh. And I think you know what it is. It's because lately I've started buying yarn from designers, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. Not designers, from, what do you call them? Hello. Get it real, Mary. Hang on. Oh, I've lost it. Here we go. From hand dyers. I couldn't get it out. Hello. Wake up, Mary. I don't like the sparkle yarn either. Looks pretty, feels awful. Yes, I said it. No, I know, same creative. Look, it does. It feels like steel wool. Well, steel wool. I'm not sure what steel wool is. Here in Australia, we used to use that to scrub pans in the old days. It was so good. It took everything off. It took off the pan as well, part of the pan as well. But speaking, I'm changing the subject here, of hand-dyed yarn. Now, there's a few people who have been contacting me regarding hand-dyed yarn. And one of them I spoke to a while back. She doesn't even know I bought this, but I didn't actually buy it. It was given to me as a gift via Unwind Craft Cafe. When I went on a cruise with them, it came in a pack. And it was the lovely lady who I do speak to occasionally. And the lady's name, let's just say the company's name. I won't give you her name yet because I'm not sure if she wants me to. But it's Passion Flower. Now, you will see them on Instagram. She is an Australian. She has her own little tiny, I say tiny, she has her own farm here in Melbourne. And we've been talking. What? Would I be going to her farm to check out her craft room? What? Would I? What? possibly. Yes. Oh, I hope she let me advertise. Oops. I didn't even ask her. I hope she's going to yell at me later. We were chatting, actually we were chatting a month ago, or maybe two. And I said to her, I'm loving your craft room. It's coming up gorgeously. And I said, can I come up and interview you? And she said, yes. What? Hello to all. Love to catch you live. Hello, Kat. Lovely to have you here. So we will be visiting Passion Flower very soon. I will be calling her or emailing her and sending her like some paperwork so she can see if that's what she wants to do. Otherwise, she can actually let me know what she wants to do. But we are going there and we'll be interviewing her and we'll be talking to her about her craft room. And it's more the setup of like a building of the craft room. Not so much where you just stock yarn in a shelf. Okay, that is part of it all. Of course, we all love to see that part. We love to see people putting yarn on the shelf. How do they keep it nice and neat? Not like that. And I'm getting to it. Sorry, guys. And she actually physically built like a room. She physically, well, I don't know if she did it herself, but I'll talk to her about that. We'll get all the information when we see her. And I literally want to go and talk to her about it. Unless all 8,500 subscribers order all at once, she probably won't mind. She won't mind. I think, if anything, she actually has her own YouTube channel here at Well Crochet. I don't usually do shout outs, but she does have her channel here. I've assumed it's Passion Flower because I am Passioned Flower, because I am on her channel. But this is what you're looking for, that color, that coloring there when you look her up. And check her out because she's been doing lots of stuff on her little farm that she's got there. So we will be going to have a chat with her. Hopefully, fingers crossed, she says yes again. Wasn't just on the spur of the moment thing as people do. I hope so. So I'm going to send her out an email this week. She will, I hope. I'll send her out an email this week and we will have a chat about a time. I won't say a place because we know where we're going. And what she would like for me to show you here on our channel, and whether or not, if we can't get it all done in one tutorial, whether we break it up. One video tutorial. Call it a tutorial. It's not a tutorial. That will be a video specifically on craft rooms, specifically on hand dyeing yarn. Not so much showing us how to hand dye, but showing us her version of it. She won't be actually sitting there and hand dyeing in front of us. Let's look at her happen. She hasn't got time for that. I haven't got time for that. But we will get more involved in it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I want to talk about there. So that's one interview I'm going to set up. The second one I'm going to set up, I've already verbally talked to Unwind Craft Cafe. Both the lovely Kate and the lovely Robin have said, yes, I would love to have you. We would love to have you here doing a little video, having a chat with us and discussing our store and where it's going and, the rest of it. I do believe they went online this year as well. I know they ship locally, not sure about overseas. These are all the questions I'm going to ask when I go there for the interview. And these are the things that you're going to hear. And these are the things you're going to think, oh gosh, I didn't know that. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do that. I didn't know they stocked this. I didn't know they did that. I didn't know they were open that time. What? These are all the things you're going to find out and you're going to love. If you are a yarnster, that's what I call people, a yarnster, a fellow yarnster just like me, then you will love it. And I hope you do. And if you don't, I'll just sit in the corner, suck my thumb and cry. Now, Kiki mentioned earlier, because Kiki was on our Instagram. I went on Instagram yesterday afternoon, and I went on Facebook. Last night. I went on Instagram last night, and then later that night I went on Facebook. Asked them to open a store in Brisbane. Hey, I'll come and run it, Kiki. I don't mind. I would love to be in Brisbane for about a couple of years. Thank you for the shout out. New things coming to the channel in February. Can't book it till town open. Yes, that's okay, guys. You're welcome. And Kiki mentioned, and I mentioned also in the Instagram video, this guy. For those of you who don't know who Guy is, let's raise up a little bit. Let's have a chat with Guy. How's that? Oh, now you've only got my head. Well, he doesn't want my head to be shown anyway. Or she doesn't want my head. She's an in-between. Now, Guy, we made Guy, Frances and I did it, my daughter. If you don't know who Frances is, she's my adult daughter. And she's the lovely lady who helps me out with the business side of things because I have no idea about business. I know nothing. I just know how to do beautiful. Well, sometimes beautiful, not always. Beautiful crochet. That's all I do. Let's have a quick chat with Guy. Now, Guy, for those of you who know Guy, okay, Frances did not design his hair. That was someone else did it. I don't know who it was. And I was so crooked. The person who cut it was so crooked. And I can't fix it. I can, but it'll just get shorter and shorter every time I try and fix it. So maybe I just, pull it all out and start again. But I'm not going to do that. Now, Guy, we did in July, I think it was last year. Was it last year? Yes, it was. It might have been the year before. I don't remember. It's been so long. We've had such a lost year, everybody. I know, right? And I created the blanket part, and Frances did the head. I did the hair, obviously. I'm not a hairdresser. I do have a hairdresser niece. I should have given it to her. Oh, thank you, Franca, from your new bed in hospital. I thank you so much. It's just so beautiful that you can just tune into us, even while you're in hospital. I'm just, right here, Franca. Right here. It was last year. Thank you, Liz. Oh, Liz, I can rely on you for dates. Need extensions. It's a bit more than extensions. So I did Guy last year with Frances. Frances did the head because, look, truthfully, I don't like amigurumi. Amigurumi is the toy part of crochet. I'm not a toy. I don't like doing toys. It's not my thing. Don't tell anyone. Did I say that live? Oh dear, I did too. So I'm not a toy person. Sorry, guys. I would love to say I could do it, but I'm not really good at it. Good to see you, Franca. Hope you get well. I know. We sure hope Franca gets well soon. We won't put you in the naughty corner today, Franca. We'll let you play with all the yarn and have a bit of fun. All right, honey? Just don't take any. I still have to pop in some naughty stuff. You don't like making them, or you just don't like them. No, I like them. They're gorgeous, and they come up nice. I don't like making them. You see, yours truly, as you can see, kind of little short, stubby hands. I shouldn't be giving away so much negative about myself, but it's true. My hands are kind of really short. From tip to the bottom of the finger, each finger is really short. So holding smaller crochet hooks, doing smaller items really, really hurts, and I struggle a lot. So I said to Frances, look, I don't like amigurumi. I don't like making amigurumi. But do you think you could do the amigurumi part and I'll do the rest? She goes, yeah, all right. She was all happy. She was so excited to come and do it on the channel. And because she knows how to crochet, she did it. And she was great with it. She did the whole head. I she stuffed it, I think, put all the stuffing in there. Pardon the language. And I attached it to the dress. I made the dress, attached it to the dress. I did the hair. I just made a mess of cutting it. I have short, stubby hands too. Amigurumi certainly puts a strain on them. I still torture myself with it though. You need to send me more yarn. Don't tempt me, Franca, I'll do it. You know I'll do it. If I still have, don't tell me, if I still have your address, you may see something one day. There you go. So that's, this is Guy. Now, we named him Guy, even though he's like sometimes a she and sometimes a he, but don't tell anyone. We named him Guy because we couldn't think of a name, and Frances kept saying, he's my little guy, every time we were making him, so we named him Guy. I sent you a Christmas card. Post office said it'd be a little delay, but it will be there right for Christmas. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you, Angela. You don't trust the post office. I don't trust in many people, Angela, let alone the post office. But there you go. That's Guy. And the reason he's come out of the blue, oh gosh, my sisters and I got together on, what day was it? It was this week. We kind of got a little silly. And the video is going to come. You're going to see it. Because I didn't think it was video worthy. But when I watched it the first time, I actually laughed at us. Not with us, kind of laughed at it. We were so ridiculous. And he had a lot to do with it, or she had a lot to, or it had a lot to do with it. I'll say it. Don't forget the Tim Tams. Oh, Franca loves a good gift, but she's unwell in hospital. Maybe we should shall we send her something? Shall we send Franca a gift? Shall we? Come on, guys. If I get the okay, we'll send Francis something. I keep saying Francis because of my daughter. Shall we send Franca a gift? Everyone? Being in hospital? Do we send her something? If I get all the okays from everybody, I'll get you something out, Franca. Karen says definitely. Liz says yes. Franca has had such a tough year. Been in hospital twice. Daphne says yes. Kiki says of course. Creative says absolutely. You know what, Franca, you're getting your gift. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to pack it all in with stuff, and you're going to get it. Yes, you'll get the Tim Tams. Yes, a get well squishy present. I think so, Kaz. I think everyone has said yes. Franca, you've just scored yourself a gift. Now, I don't do this, guys, but I will because, you know, Franca's had such a rough time this year. And sometimes, you know, we need a little bit of a boost. And I think it's time to give Franca a boost. And I don't get that opportunity to talk to Franca very often, to ask how she's going. Hello, Bonnie, I hope you're well. But I think a little gift with some nice sweet Tim Tams in there might help cure her. Tim Tams have such curing power. Yours truly can't have them at the moment because it doesn't fit in with my diet. It doesn't really. You know, I can have them, but it'll take up, like, you have like these little 7 day, you know, things where you can, give it time where you can actually eat the snack. But I hold that snack out for my coffees because I love sugar in my coffee and I love milk, fat milk in my coffee, not the skim milk. And it takes it from there. So I don't really want to ruin it with Tim Tams as much as I love my Tim Tams. Oh. I'm hanging by the thread, but I'm hanging. I know Bonnie too also is having a bit of a rough patch. But there you go, guys. Check that out. He is here. And I move over because the writing is there, but I'm silly because you can see it, but I can't because I'm like, it's to see the writing on the side. Duh. So we got silly with this guy, and we really, really got silly. But I loved the little blanket part. This is actually called many things: a snuggie, a huggy. I think there's another word for it as well. What it's used for is you make them and you give them to your young child. It's more of a comforter as well. So they just hold on to it and walk around with it, and they keep it and take it everywhere. A lovey. I call it a lovey actually too. Some people call them comforter, like a dummy in mouth sort of thing, but not. That's so amazing of you. Now, all good, Franca. We just wish you well. We want to get you well so fast. We don't want to see you sad and in hospital. We want to see you happy and shouting and crocheting and standing on your head doing backflips, that kind of thing. Maybe not, but you know what I mean. Healthy. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see you sad and in hospital. It's not a place you want to be, especially right now. Guys, that is Guy. Now, Guy, I don't know if I'll be making any more kind of guys, but you know, you never know. You never know. So much can happen in the future. So much can happen, possibly. And if it fits in with our crochet, maybe. What have we got there? Got it right the first time. Yeah, I know. Hope you're okay. Look, see, Bonnie, you've got friends who like you too. She needs a 4mm hook. She keeps losing it. Oh, does she? All right. I think we can manage that, Kiki. Oh, yes, Bonnie is suffering a loss. This is where I was this time last year, and I was actually this time this year as well. You know, you tend to look back on that date. It just, I try not to look at the date, but it comes back, and we just, you know, you have to deal with it. I know, it's terrible. We have to do too. Oh my gosh, you're not doing well at all. So there you go. We'll see. Anyway, all right. So that's Guy, and the reason I'm talking about him is because he will be in the next funny video you see, or she. I don't know. We'll decide on the next video. And there you go. Oh, and Mama too. I thought it was just granddaughter. Oh no, that's no good. And that's Guy, everyone. And so there you go. That's our tutorials for the week. next week, this is where we're going to bring you the exact date that our, oh, I've left it over there. Oh, no, I'm so naughty. I bought everything over here except that. You too, Bonnie, cute. I know. The V-stitch top, it's coming Wednesday. I'm sorry. It's not coming Wednesday. Wednesday's our live. Hello, wake up. It'll either come Monday or Tuesday. Even though I don't upload on Tuesday, it may take, unless I get the computer very quickly, it may take like an overnight thing to edit and fix because the computer's slowly going to computer heaven. Yes. Don't you hate that? I hate it. But, you know, I haven't got the time right now to buy one yet. So I am actually going to use the old computer and hope that it gets up by Tuesday morning at least. It will be recorded on Monday. So the V-stitch top will be recorded on Monday, definitely. I can't record it anytime soon. I have an extraordinarily busy weekend. Straight after my live, I'm heading straight out and I won't be home till maybe midnight tonight. What? Maybe later. What? No, not that late because I'll just fall asleep. So straight after the live, I'm out and I won't have any time to do anything personal. I pop in and out of the house during the day just to pick up things, drop things off, do that sort of thing. But no, not party animal. I wish. I used to be. Not a party animal. I could dance. I'm not serious here. I'm serious here. I could start dancing from 8 p.m. at night right up to 3 in the morning, just non-stop dancing. My feet would bleed. I'm an ex-dancer, you know, that's what I do. But time to get back to that, I think, but in the house, because you don't want to see me dancing. Yeah, you don't want to see me dancing. So there you go. You enjoy. Thank you. But I am actually visiting family who have a food van in Melton, actually, which is a little bit out for me, but not far. It's not completely far, but it's out. And he has a food van there. It's Ziggy. I can't remember the rest of it. Ziggy's something van. Oh, oops. That's my cousin. If you ever see him, Ziggy, Ciro, you say hello to Ziggy. And I believe his family also run the soy candle business as well. So I'm heading off there today to support them and buy lots of yummy things. I may show them off on Wednesday and talk about his van and their soy candle business. I don't know much yet because I don't know much, but when I go there today, I'll check it out and talk to you all about it. You know, possibly if I get a moment, I might pop on a 10-minute live while I'm there, if he wants. Maybe. I could, you know, if he likes. If he doesn't like, I'll just pop a little video and we can just pop it up during the week and you can actually see the van and so on. Love the food vans, I know. And my cousin, he's just a fun cousin. He's like one of those cousins that is a barrel of laugh. He and his wife, Rose, they're just a lovely couple. Instagram Live. You want me to do Instagram Live, do you? We'll see. We'll play it all by ear. I don't know what's happening. Depends on my charged phone and how long it can hold out. We're in Melton, just down the road from me. We're in Melton. Oh, actually, I don't know the details completely yet. Oh, sorry. We'll see. If I speak to him later and he says, yeah, go ahead, advertise, you know, people can come, whatever. I don't know how it is. I should have asked him before I got on, shouldn't I? But if he says, oh, yeah, sure, you should have advertised, I'll pop on and do like a 5-minute live if you like, later. And if you guys want to know where the place is that he is, I actually don't know where it is. I know it's in Melton. I'm going to do my homework before I leave, right? I better, otherwise I'll just be driving around Melton like a weirdo. Oh, do I turn left here or what? That's what I do when I go up the street, let alone anywhere else. I'm not really good with direction. So that's what I'll be doing all day. My sisters will be there, so that'll be great. We'll have a lot of fun. It'll probably be silly again, as we do. I don't know if I'll record it today, though. But I will, if Ziggy allows me to do the live, I will pop a 5-minute live up and maybe we can work that out. Wandering around hollering his name. Oh, I missed that. What are we talking about? Ziggy, the name Ziggy. Is that what you're talking about, or the name of the people you're talking about, Bonnie? Me too. You learn lots back. Oh, right, okay. Lots of back roads. I know, right? I'm like a chat. Okay. Don't know where. Well, I get lost in my own backyard, truly, and it's like this small. Or small. I'm too big for my backyard. No, not that small. But I'm not really good with directions. And in all honesty, I have a friend that I visit locally, and I pop the Navmani thing on, and I know where she lives. I know I can get there easy, but I pop it on anyway. So you will call his name. You will call his name. Are you talking about my cousin Ziggy? Is that what you're talking about? If that's what you're talking about, Bonnie, I will see him today. Wandering the street, yes. The streets, yes. Well, I'll tell you what. When I'm there, if he says advertise, I will do a quick 5-minute live. How's that? I think that's a good idea. When I say 5 minutes, it'll only be 5 minutes because the amount of lives I do these days. I just want to pull back a little bit. I say that as I did 2 lives last night, one on Instagram and one on Facebook. So we'll see. We'll play it all by ear. Sounds like a plan. Now, the other day we were talking about our mood pillow. Remember the mood pillow I was talking about? And we were going to do the cushion for our channel, for my sofa or couch. And we're still doing that. But I just found the old pillow. Make it 6 minutes. It takes like a little while to connect. Oh, really? I'll make it. Yeah. All right. I will. There you go. I just wanted to show you the original. Now, this is an original. This is so old. I can't tell you how old it is. 7, 10 years maybe. Well, anyway, this was the original. And there it is. That was the original. And check out the back. There you go. It is so old. It's not even half funny. And I say this is the original. You can tell. You look carefully. It's kind of worn a little bit. And that's the 3D look. I've got my hair all over it. And that's the 3D look. See the 3D look you get? I love it. And that's what made me think of the mood. The mood I was in that day when I thought about the pillow was this mood. I was in an excitingly crazy, wow, thank you, Karen, wow, thank you, creative mood. That's the mood I was in. These were the things that helped me decide on my name for Wow Crochet. Also, I saw it on a book, the word wow, and it just stuck out to me. And then this. You remember that? Yeah, this one is fairly old. Now, when I thought of this, I thought I did this side. It took so long. The amount of work that is involved with doing something like this one, forget it. To do it on YouTube, it's never going to happen. I will use this as a paid pattern, seriously. I will never do it on YouTube. This is far too long. It will take us months and months and months, and I just forget it. But there you go. It will be one of my paid patterns coming soon. I know, right? You're getting excited because I am very excited. I can't help myself. I just get like, and I can feel myself start to shake when I get this way. I get so excited when I show something that's simply stunning. I love this. I wanted to make a blanket, but after making this one square, mind you, this one square is harder than a blanket because I had to make points here. Hello, Richard. I hope you are well. And doing that meant I had to do calculations. I'm not very good with maths, and I hate it, but it did work well doing that. So what they are is actually diamonds. They're made in a diamond shape. Then the diamonds are all sewn together, so it looks 3D-ish. Because when you are shaping when you are crocheting one way, if you turn it to the side, this is what makes your 3D look. You turn it to the side and add one that you still crocheted that way into it, it's going to give that burst. So it's going to give that 3D look. Something like this will be a paid pattern. So keep your eyes peeled for that when I get the website up and running, which I keep saying it's coming, but it is. With final touches, guys, it's just not looking great right now. So I want to make it perfect before it goes up. We are into the final touches. I'm trying to get all the paid patterns ready. There's a lot happening in the background that you guys don't see. And because of the way things are with my computer and everything, it's taking longer, but it's coming. And I was hoping, fingers crossed, to get it in by next weekend. Maybe. But I keep saying that every week. I tell my daughter, we'll do it next weekend. And we'll get it ready by next weekend. And it'll be okay next weekend. And every time she comes, come on, Mum, where are the patterns? Let's go, come on. And she's so fast on the computer. And I'm sitting there thinking, they're coming, and it's me. It's not her. She's doing the right thing by me. It's me. So once I get the patterns up and running, this will be one of my very, very best patterns because I love this one so much. And that is what intrigued me to actually go ahead and do the channel. Now, there was more that intrigued me. That's one of them. Now, when I made the front, I thought there's no way I was going to do the back the same. And that's when the mood pillow came in. I thought it could be the mood that you were in. So after I'd finished that, I got real grumpy because it took so long, that one side, that I thought, what can I do to relax me? And I thought, what's more relaxing than doing a corner to corner? Why not? So that's what I did. I did the corner to corner here just to put me in a relaxing mood. And when I was finished being relaxed and I wanted to party, I turned it around. And what did I say in the first video I did? This is when grandma comes around. This is when your psychedelic friends come around. Grandma, psychedelic friends, grandma. But it's not true because I love this and I'm not a grandma. Thank God for that. I mean, did I say that out loud? Look, I don't know if I could ever be one. I'm not that way inclined. No, I'm so naughty. I am so naughty. So I love the psychedelic look. That's what I call it. It's not a psychedelic thing. It's just a 3D look. But for me, I love it so much. And that's why I called it a mood pillow, because it had two sides of it. It had the side that you calm and relax, and the other side when you're bubbly and bright and you want to be alive all the time. And that's my mood pillow. What? So everybody's happy with it. I hope you can afford it. Oh, it'll be like $7,000 per pattern. No, I'm kidding. You'll find out. I actually don't price them. I don't price my items. If you're thinking, what? No, I give my hours to the business manager. I give the amount I spend on the yarn. And I let them do that because I have no idea how to do it. I don't know how to calculate that way. I don't know how to multiply my times, the average worker that the money makes. I don't know that stuff. It's not my thing, and I don't want to deal with it. I just don't want to deal with that side of it. Me, I just want to make pretty things. And, you know, I just want to make little guys. That's all I want to do. Sit in a corner and crochet. It's not my thing. But there you go. Well, 7,000. Fine, we'll make it 10,000. We're going up every time we speak creative. No, I haven't priced it yet. That's something my daughter will do when I give her the time that it took me to create that yarn there, by the way, is Crochet yarn. The Crochet yarn is that yarn right there, from Wangaratta here in Australia, in Victoria actually. So we are in Melbourne. Victoria's outer Melbourne. Well, you know, Victoria's Victoria. But when you say Victoria, it's kind of out of Melbourne. I think Wangaratta is still in Victoria. Aussie girls, is Wangaratta still in Victoria? Or is it further out? I think it's Victoria. It is Victoria. What am I saying? So there you go. And that's the pillow. That's the mood pillow. And that is going to be a paid pattern, guys. I wouldn't do it on YouTube. I just don't have the time. I don't have the patience. I don't have, it is definitely. I knew it was Victoria because I've been there it is Victoria because I've been there by train, which is, yeah, I've been there. What am I saying? I have been there. But you know what? The day we went, it was, I went with some friends, 2 other friends, and it was like 9 degrees. Freezing cold, raining, windy, stormy, and my friend had temperature and was sick anyway, so we ended up leaving. We were there for like maybe an hour. We had a coffee with something to eat, and then we went to the Wangaratta shop, which was not the shop, the actual, you know, warehouse place, and we left straight away, and that was it. Love you all. Phone calls again. Okay, see you soon, Bonnie. Take care, yeah. And yeah, so it was a bad day. So when I get an opportunity to go back to Wangaratta, I can do it again. You doing it on YouTube. I love doing it on YouTube, but when it comes to those numbers, I get frustrated. You like that? It will be a paid pattern. Yes, it will be definitely a paid pattern. It will not be a YouTube pattern. However, I've done this side on YouTube. And do you know that this particular piece here was not done the way I wanted it to be done. And I'll tell you why. When you take, I don't know if I can get it undone because it's been done for so long. I have to wash it too. It's not looking very happy. Okay, there's a button, right? There's your button. Now, this was done too short. I needed another row. So when I did the front, which is this one here, on YouTube, right? They're both exactly the same. See? Both exactly the same. When I did the front on YouTube here, I made this one longer so that it wouldn't be as, like you can see it. When you pull this tight, you can see the pillow. So to me, that was wrong, okay? It's not that it was wrong. It could be okay if you had a red colour pillow under there, for sure. But if you're having a normal white pillow, you want that covered, yeah? Unless you want the look of the pillow to come out. That's different. If you, I don't know, using white yarn or cream yarn and you want the look of the pillow to come out, by all means, you can do it shorter. But this was made too short. So when I created the written part, it will be a little bit longer, so it will go over there. The only reason I liked this one is because I found that this all matched up, whereas the other one kind of didn't match. Because I made it longer, it went over and you can see the under part a little bit more. It's hard to explain, but when you do your, it's more of a technical side of it, not so much just creating something. It's more technical. If you want to get real technical, and that to me was technical. And you know, for one row, I was so angry that I didn't put that extra row. And I wanted to do the extra row, but I didn't have enough yarn. So I left it. So with the next pillow that we made on YouTube, and I did this side on YouTube, this one here, I did the extra row to go over on purpose. And I made these points a little bit longer because I like the idea of the points being a little bit longer. Okay, so, you know, as you go along with your crochet, there are things that you change, there are things that you fix, there are things that you do to make it different. You don't always look for the best, you look for being better than you were last week. I don't know if that makes any sense. I never see myself as being the best. I do see myself, it's a bit like you're doing your personal best. You're doing better than you were last time. That's what I see my diet is at the moment. I know I'm struggling with it. It's not food that I would usually eat. I dislike standing there cutting vegetables forever. But what I do when I'm there, I don't say, oh, I have to do it again. What I say is, how fast can I get at it today? So I don't look at the negative side of it, look at that positive side and just move forward. That's what I do with my crochet as well. Hello, Handmade Designs. Lovely to have you here. Now, another thing I wanted to mention, guys, I did a video this week of my top 10 favorite channels, YouTube channels, crochet YouTube channels. I will in the future be doing my top 10 not crochet related channels, and I do have quite a lot because there are other things I do other than crochet. I don't sit there and spend my whole life thinking crochet and doing crochet. There are other things I like to do, and as you all know, I like to dance. I can't sing, but I do it. I do it a lot. I get very sing-songy. I do that kind of thing. That's not really a song, is it? It's just shouting. So there are other things that I like to do, and one of them may even shock you, and I like to watch because that's just who I am, yeah? So those are the non-related. I'll be doing one of those in the future as well. I'll also be doing my top 10 favorite wow crochet projects for this year. I say this year alone because this year we've done so many projects. We've done more projects this year than I think we've done in the whole 3 years that we were on YouTube. Seriously, I cut down all of my video vlogs to physically do these projects. Can you do C2C in different stitch? Yes, you can. I'll talk about that in a minute, Franca. I try to finish all my projects and do new ones all the time because I knew people were home and I knew they were a little bit sad, as you can be this year. It's not been a happy year for everyone in more ways than one in some families. And I thought, let's just pump up some more videos, push them out there, give something for people to do and make pretty things for people to smile at in the hope that it makes their day a little bit better. That's what I thought. So now I thought, you know what, occasionally I'll pop up a vlog. Not always, it won't come up every week. The video vlogs will come up one Thursday, the first Thursday in every month. But that's not including if I do an interview with someone. So if I head off to Passion Flower and do an interview with her, that will be a total different thing. Unless it marries up with the first Thursday of the month. Then I'll just pop it up there on the first Thursday. But most likely that'll be something totally different. Okay, I've got to go, going to melting. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye, Kiki. I've got to go soon anyway. I have to zoom off because it'll be a very busy day. Been offered the injection. What do you reckon, Mary? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know much about it yet. I want to do my homework first before I say yes to something like that. So I couldn't give you an answer, sorry. It's a very tough year for everybody. It is. So get ready, guys, for that once a month vlog. And that will be not just that. There'll be other things in the vlog. You might find I'll do a vlog with my sisters. And it may not be all this fun stuff that you see. It might be full-on crochet-related gear where they are crocheting something or they are knitting. Achoo. See, I'm still allergic to that word. Where they are knitting. And or where they are crafting something. One of my sisters is actually really good with art. And I remember once she made something that just blew my mind away. So, you never know. It may not always have something to do with crochet, but the video itself will always have crochet in it. Whether it's someone crocheting in the background, whether it's someone crocheting a little project for us, which is coming up very soon. So you won't always see me crocheting, guys. You'll see someone else crocheting. What? Seriously. And I will always let you know when one of my sisters is crocheting or when someone I interview comes in and crochets something. You'll always see their face. They'll always show you and talk to you who they are, tell you who they are. And then they'll sit down and show you a little project that they've made or that they are making for our channel. What? Do I get to keep the product? Oh, I hope so. I'm considering it, so I'll be, oh dear. Yeah, okay. Do your channel, yeah. Kiki Stay. Who said Kiki Stay? Franca? Franca asked before, can you do corner to corner in other stitches? Yes, you can. Now, I don't know if you know this, but in the past, the way shawls used to work, they were just basic, get it right, Mary, basic double crochet stitches, which is your normal, you know, yarn in, pull it through twice, pull it through twice again, done, right? Pull through twice, pull through two, pull through two again, and done. You can do a shawl using the corner to corner. That's how the shawls were made in the old days. Start from the corner, or they'd start from the middle and work their way down. But in the old days, they used to start from one corner, and they'd also start from the side, using the corner to corner look about it, using one double crochet all the way through their work. You can do it in, there's a chain 3 double crochets, or there's a chain 2 3 half double crochets. So you can make them in half double crochets. And you know what? The pillow here, if you think about it, that is corner to corner. Your stitch is starting from there and you're working across this way, turning, working, turning, working, turning. You're doing corner to corner with a single crochet. So you can do it with slip stitch. Oh my gosh, it's so tight with slip stitch. Gives it a knitted look. You could do it with back loops. You could do it with front loops. You could do it with anything you want. Corner to corner can be done with anything. Have to use your imagination and try something new. I've done lots of things with it and thought, well, that didn't turn out too well. We won't show that one. But you know, it's probably good for me to show you a couple of my fails so that you understand that sometimes a certain stitch is really not made to be that way. Tunisian, yes, Tunisian C2C, absolutely, you can do it. It can be done. It can be done. Anything can be done if you take a risk and try. But there you go. Join the club, Ghost Hacker. We were indoors for 3 to 4 months by the time we were finished. And it wasn't good. Now, it was okay for me. I had, you know, my kids and family come, or family live here. But I had a sister who lives on her own. So it's really hard for people who live on their own. Excuse me, I'm going to have a drink, guys, because I'm talking way too much. I'm talking fast. I'm trying to push this live as quickly as possible. I've got to get out. Cheers, by the way. So there you go. That is what's happening here at Well Crochet. You are getting the V-stitch top. That's the first thing you'll see after... Oh dear. Oh, where is it? I've lost it already. I made such a mess. It was nice and neat before. How do I do these things? How do I do this? Okay, here we go. You'll definitely, this is the first tutorial you'll see come up on Well Crochet. Okay, then you'll see the funny video with my sisters. Oh, it's a bit silly, that one. Very silly. But, you know, it happened. Oh, so I'm putting it up. I hope they don't mind. I'll get a phone call after that. I didn't look good in that one. Too bad. Get over yourself. Well, you're going to come here and be silly. You're going to be prepared to pay the price. So that's that. You're definitely getting the Christmas table runner. Part 2 is the very next video you see come up. Whether it's tomorrow, whether it's whatever, it's the first video you see come up here at Well Crochet, unless I do that 5-minute to 10-minute live with my cousin. Otherwise, that's the first thing you'll see. The next thing you'll see, the very second next thing you'll see, will be the V-stitch top. Oh, I'm a quarter of the way through one side. I had my sister come and play with it, and we mucked around a bit, but her stitching was too tight, so I took her rows undone. Think about the results. Yeah, absolutely. My computer's freezing up. I don't know why. Well, I'm having computer problems too, Sherry, so it happens. But mine is fairly old. It does need to go to a special place, a very special place. You know, I always wanted to smash a computer. Maybe I should do that after I get a new one. I'll take that, you bad thing, you. This is what you made me turn into. I'm very naughty. So that's what we're doing over the next week. Be prepared. And like I said a few weeks ago, when I put a project up like the V-stitch that's coming up this week, Computer Heaven, yeah, that's what I said before, or another place. When I put the V-stitch top up, your very next tutorial will have to be the second part to the V-stitch top. It will not be anything else. I will not be adding extra that week. Whatever I'm doing that week, I wasn't going to say it, Franca, not out loud. A lot of people don't like that word. So I'm putting the part 1 up, and part 1, because you've got to head off on your own and do part 2. I mean, part 2. You've got to head off on your own and do the second side of the V-stitch top, yeah? I'll show you what to do with the first side. You get all the measurements right. You'll get all the sizing, the length, the width, that sort of thing right. And then you can head off on your own and do the opposite side, or finish that side, obviously. Then do the opposite side, and then we'll meet back in a couple of days' time, and I'll show you how to attach it and add a little tiny border, because you still, I find a lot of people don't do this when they make tops. They just make the top and pop it on. But I like to do like a little row of single crochets around the armholes, or something fancy if you like, but we'll probably end up just doing single crochets. Haven't decided yet. Depends on what looks good. We might even be able to do the single crochet V-stitch around. I haven't decided. We'll see. And then I like to do a little border on the front. This will be a little bit higher anyway, because it's going to be made as a rectangle, so I'll probably just go straight across. And so I like to put a border there as well. And it's not a big border. It's a very small one. But what it does is, if you find it really loose, and you think, oh gosh, what was I thinking of? I'm big around here, but my shoulders are real small, and the top is hanging off, and it looks terrible. You can tighten it up. There are so many ways that you can tighten that top bit up to close it up a little bit. You might see tiny little things there, very small. You won't even notice them, and it'll look like you made it form fit to yourself. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we all have enough thread for this. I'm quarter way through side 1. I haven't used that one skein yet, and I've got 200 grams in the skein. I don't know how many meters and yards that is yet. I'll let you know during the tutorial. I'll see how I go at the other side. Once I finish that side of the top, I'll weigh it and see how much I used, and then I'll be able to tell you if you're using that number yarn or that size yarn, how much you would need for that size yarn. If you have a similar body to me, if you're a lot taller, it's going to be a lot more, which I worked out recently with, you know, our spring summer shrug we made. We made that a few months ago. I forgot here. No, I haven't. It's in the other room. Because I wash it sometimes. You know, it happens. You've got to wash it here. And I leave it hanging up until I get sick of this one. Which is not very often. I really love this one. This is my favourite. This will be a paid pattern that will go on the site. But you know how I mentioned that I'm losing weight? And I made this one one size smaller than the other one I had because the other one was too big for me, and this one fits perfectly. Well, it's getting loose now. I'm starting to feel it. Not because it's stretching, but because I'm losing the weight. Oh, well, it's stretching too probably because it happens. But I'm losing weight and I don't know what to do. I'm very excited. I may have to make another one in a size 3 hook instead of 4. Very excited. Breathe. I'm even excited about losing weight. Anyway, excuse me, guys. Talking too much, talking too fast, trying to ram it all in within the hour. I haven't done it. I'm still talking. You will get well, Franca. Oh, that's so cute. Everybody wants you to get well soon, Franca. Everybody wants you to get well soon. So there you go. That is what's happening over the next few weeks. The shrug itself I was talking about. The reason I am talking about it was because I'm writing up the pattern as we speak, and it doesn't always suit everybody, which I found out recently. My daughter, I'm writing it up and she's testing the pattern for me. Well, she's a lot tall. She's very thin, like she's thinner than me by all means, but she's a lot taller than I am from, say, the neck to the waist. I'm very short because I'm not a tall person, yeah? I'm very tiny, teeny, not as tiny as my sisters, but, you know, teeny tiny. And her height between her waist and her neck, because she's a lot taller, she's a very tall girl, but slim, it changed the design completely. So, not the design, the sizing of the design. So I have to recreate for different sizes. What? So I'm writing that pattern out as we speak as well. And we're adjusting it to suit a taller frame rather than a shorter frame. So there you go. So what I say on my channel, oh, this will be enough for you. Maybe not if you're really, really tall. So sometimes you have to be wary when I say use 400 grams. I'm saying use 400 grams for my size in height, not in width. Everybody can be the same size as me in width if they wanted to be. And if they keep eating the way I did, they will be. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. But in height, we're all different. Between our neck to our waist, we're all different in lengths. So the shrug sat right down the back of my bottom area. For me, it's sitting above her bottom because she's taller. So we kind of, things like that, you really have to create perfectly to get them right for people's size. But shrugs like that are made you can extend it as much as you want. You can just keep going and going and going, and that'll make it a lot longer for you, which means you need to have more yarn. Now the yarn I used, I finished the whole thing, one skein, and I had just that little tiny bit left. Well, Frances is almost all the way through her skein, and she hasn't even done the front border. She hasn't sewn it together yet because I haven't given her the rest of the pattern, and she won't look at the video. I've told her not to look at the video because I don't want her, I wanted to do the pattern without the video to see if it stands on its own, and she says everything's right so far. The only thing that's not right is the length. Okay, now the length means I'd have to tell her, head off on your own to do another 5 rows if you're this tall. Head off on your own to do another 5 rows if you're shorter, or, deduct 5 rows if you're shorter, or whatever. So if she has to do another 5 rows or another 10 rows, per se, that's going to be not enough yarn for her. So you have to be wary when I talk to you about yarn. I will talk to you about projects to suit you. So you, over the next few months, that is. So you need to focus on your measurements, not so much mine. I'll give you my height measurement in how long I want mine to be. So if you want yours to be longer because you're taller, you need to add the extra yarn, okay? That's what we do on YouTube. But in patterns, I try to get the right measurements. I try to use a lot of the sewing measurements, added with a bit of crochet, allowing stretch and everything else, which I didn't do in the past. So things used to be really big on me because I didn't allow for stretch. Because, crochet and knitting, achoo, still allergic to it. The yarn, I'm so naughty, the yarn stretches when you work with it. Certain yarn will stretch when you work with it. So there you go. Guys, I've been talking too long. I'm losing my voice. Seriously. I'm not even sick. It's just talking too much, talking too fast, trying to get it all out because I had to get it all out for 1 hour and I've gone over. I'm running late. Gotta go. But before we do, First video you'll get up will be the Christmas table runner. Second one will be the funny thing with my sisters, just for fun. The third one will be the V-stitch top, and it's coming this week. Definitely. Franca, I would love to stay. I can't, honey. I really have to go. I'm already 10 minutes late. I'm going to be in lots of trouble. And I will see everyone during the week, and I will be talking to you on Wednesday afternoon at 4 p.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Again, this Wednesday, join me. Have some fun. Be silly. Be serious if you want to. Otherwise, I'll see you then. Ciao for now, everyone. Bye.